Tonight, Brett Baer in Washington. Well, to conservatives under attack, commentator Dinesh D'Souza, of course, indicted for campaign finance fraud. The IRS reportedly targeting conservative Hollywood groups Friends of Abe, a group of supporters like Gary Sinise and Kelsey Grammer, John Voight. And how about New York Mayor Bill de Blasio backing Governor Cuomo's comments that extreme conservatives have no place in New York? Sabrina Schaeffer sees a pattern here. And Sabrina, you don't like it, right?
No, I mean, I think it's become acceptable or even encouraged to tar and feather anyone who questions government overreach today. Unfortunately, this tactic of fear-mongering and pitting Americans against one another, whether it's conservatives or the wealthy or women, has become sort of common practice among Democrats and progressives.
But you know what's kind of weird about this? I know there might be different dots, but I connect them just the same between the D'Souza thing and the going after these conservatives in California. By the way, post all of the dust up of going after Tea Party conservatives, that great investigation that is yet to bear any heads on a spike, but leaving that aside, there does seem to be a weird kind of a pattern to this stuff, and because I don't see it going the other way.
No, you're absolutely right. It's definitely concerning. And look, I mean, you can look at something from the war on women rhetoric to the IRS targeting of conservative groups, and it trickles down, right? Even today, this morning, there was a debate on, I'd say, an attack on Twitter against conservative columnist Catherine Lopez. This is a mantra that is sort of being beaten, into the ranks, and we're seeing it come out in all sorts of ways that are very concerning.
But it's kind of subtle to me. And again, Sabrina, I could be misreading it. But the inference is, geez, look at all these conservatives being targeted. Maybe I'd better just stay under the radar here, because every time I pipe up, I might have the IRS after me. I might have some overzealous Justice Department lawyer fingering me. We know that sounds a little ridiculous, but where there's smoke, you worry about whether you're the victim of the next fire.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, ultimately, this is intended not only to stir up political support, but to muzzle anyone who's questioning big government, right? Any candidates or lawmakers, activists, even mainstream Americans who want to make their voice heard. And it's not so outside of the realm of normal, right? I just looked at some polling, and 42% of Americans identify themselves as fiscal conservatives. That may be some over-reporting, but the idea that people believe that we should rein in government is not outrageous.
Or that you can intimidate those who do to make people think, well, there must be something to what they say, because these people who I otherwise would admire are all being fingered or brought to people's attention for some reason, so they must be nuts.
Right, absolutely. But, and I wish that we can, agree that this is a big country. We have a range of different values and perspectives and policy ideas, and that's a good thing. But we also have a lot of serious challenges ahead of us right now. We have high unemployment, we have poverty issues, education crisis, healthcare problems. It would be nice if we can sort of push aside the overwrought rhetoric and come to the table and have a conversation in a civilized manner.
But I take it from what you're saying. I don't put words in your mouth, Sabrina. You do find the pattern of these targets, disparate and different as they are, to be at least intriguing.
It is, and I definitely think it trickles down. I think that there is a larger sort of message. This doesn't just pop up right out of nowhere. We hear it from the president. As Brett was saying before, we were hearing it from lots of different lawmakers, Schumer, Cuomo. This doesn't come out of nowhere. There's a conversation about how this goes about.
Amazing. Sabrina, thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil.
All right, well, this